Everyone, have we gathered ourselves accordingly? I'd like to welcome you to the Church of Hope this afternoon. I am Pastor Michaela Pink, and how are we today? Hey! Hey, y'all! Pastor was just a little late, but I wanted to pop in and say hi. Did everybody get the program? Have you all been seated? Oh, I look wealthy. That's because I got on these $35 lashes. Girl, let me fix it. Pastor was rushing this afternoon, but I wanted to come and bring y'all this word that I was inspired to bring to you all. I'd like to thank you all for coming. I'd like to thank Sister J City Chic for bringing that solo, because it's my understanding that the choir did not have an opportunity to practice because we had a little weather. So I'd like to thank you all for coming. Thank you all for being seated and acting accordingly. If somebody would get that baby back on this side so Pastor can concentrate. Somebody get the baby. Hey guys. Okay, Pastor is here. Do I look churchy? I want to look churchy, y'all. Oh, thank you. Oh, y'all like it? I thought y'all was gonna say it's a little marriage. Well, thank you. Okay, so today's word is about friendships. Today's word is going to be about friendships. And as you all know, Pastor has been counseling a few of the ladies of the church. And in recent days, I have been speaking with some of our younger congregation members who are involved in these friendships that may be a little questionable. So we're going to speak from that word today. Before we get started, I would like for you all to keep Pastor in prayer. As you guys know, Pastor is going to be on the sick and shut-in list for a little while. For a little while, as Pastor is going to have just a slight procedure. I don't want you all to be alarmed. I don't want you all to be calling and bothering them people. I would ask that I have a little privacy on that day. Nobody come visit. I'm asking that no visitors come. I just want to have a little privacy. So keep passing your prayers. Keep passing your prayers as I go get these teddies, okay? Keep me in your prayer. Oh, wipe my lens. Is it a little dusty? Excuse me. Is that better? Are we in the game? Are we? Hi, Mrs. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, Mrs. We might need you. I'm getting myself all charged up and my energy and getting my iron and stuff. So Pastor's gonna be all right. Y'all don't worry. Pastor's gonna be just fine. When I come back with these titties, y'all gonna be like, ooh, 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 ooh. No. I digress. Okay, let's get into the word. We will have announcements following the sermon, but I would just wanted to drop that on you while we're here. So let's talk about friendships. So in speaking with one of the younger members of the church, it was brought to my attention that friendships are commonplace these days. Now, when I was coming up, it really wasn't a thing for men and women to be friends. It was not commonplace for this to happen. When a man and a woman were friends in my day, it was assumed that the doors of the church have opened. Oh, here she goes. Let me tell y'all about Sister RV. Sister RV has been involved with this youth ministry. She's been involved with this youth ministry ever since she got to this church about 6 months ago. Now, that ought to make some of you older members shame. Sister RV puts y'all to shame. When I tell you this lady is so involved with these youth, it's ridiculous. She got these sisters uh, 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 y'all know the pastor do that when they be getting, uh, uh. You know, they be like trying to think, anyway. She has got them girls putting on their makeup. She got them girls walking in heels. I seen them the other day. She had the girls walking up and down the steps with they heels on. Girl, she is really training the youth of today, and I appreciate Sister RB. I really, really appreciate her. She putting some of y'all to shame. Now, y'all been members since this church opened, but this lady came in and she putting y'all to shame, running circles around it. Y'all ought to be shamed. But let's see what she said. Sister RB said, oh, this is for the missionaries. She said, I look beautiful, and she's going to be praying for a quick. Well, you know what? That little 50 might help Pastor recover just a little bit. So I appreciate you, Sister RB, and I thank you. Oh, y'all know. So stupid. Okay. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you, RB. I cannot wait to meet you, girl. Me and you gonna have some special shenanigans. Well, let me retract, because some people might get the wrong idea. We ain't gonna have that special of the shenanigans going on, but you know, me and you gonna have a special powwow when you get here. Appreciate you. I don't want people to have the rumor mill. You know how the church is with the rumors. But anyway, so back to the sermon. Back in my day, when men and women were friends, it was assumed that something was going on. It was assumed that there were that this was a cover for something else. And I still would say today that is the case in a lot of different circumstances. I would say that when a man and a woman over a certain age have declared themselves friends, I think that in some cases, this is a friendship by default. Now, there are several different categories of women, and I want you all to understand. Some women are friends by default. Some women are friends because they can't be anything else. Some women are friends because they feel secure in this role. So today we're going to talk about the different types of women that are in the friend zone. And we're going to talk about what Pastor's opinion is of women who allow themselves to be friends with men. Okay. Now, like I said, back in my day, it was always, oh, she's my play cousin. She's my friend. Oh, I've known her since. Oh, she's not competition because my mama and her mama is friends. There was always an explanation for this friend in this guy's life. Oh, she's my best friend. That's my bestie. I would ascertain and offer that is a lie. That is bullshit. And it is a lie. So today's word is taken from Ho Get Your Life, chapter 13, verse 11. The word, open your holy Bibles to Ho Get Your Life, chapter 13, verse 11. And we will take the word from this scripture. Does anybody have that? Ho Get Your Life, chapter 13, verse 11. Verse 11. Yes. Oh, HGYL. Okay, Miss Kim Val, she put that up on the board for us. So, and we read, there is not a man alive who wants to only be your friend. There is not a man alive who wants to be your friend only. It just doesn't happen. Men and women are friends in kindergarten. Maybe not even in kindergarten, because at that stage of your life, girls and boys are like, ew, he's gross. Janelle, mini twerk, mini twerk, mini twerk, booby twerk. Hey, no. Thank you, Janelle Tanaruno. If I mispronounce your name, 1111. Y'all know my numbers. Y'all know that's my good Juju. Girl, I had 2 and 3 boyfriends. Let me tell y'all about my boyfriend in kindergarten. So, Pastor gonna digress for a little bit. Me and Misty Smith. It was me and Misty Smith. Girl, we both, let me tell you my kindergarten boyfriend. His name was Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight was so fine, girl. He was Indian, right? And you know, I was Indian. So our mamas was friends. Our mamas was friends because his mom was from, you know, whatever tribe. Some kind of way, her tribe and my mom's tribe was kind of, you know, true story. But they kind of were friends. So me and Kevin Knight used to kind of sneak off and we would kiss and be all in love and stuff, girl. We was in that tunnel. Y'all remember the tunnel? Y'all remember the tunnel in kindergarten? Yeah, I was the one in the tunnel with Kevin Knight. Anyway, I digress. So we y'all makes me act up on Sundays. Anyway, so back in kindergarten, there was no friendship even then. You may have had a friend while you were in middle school because a lot of times the lines are blurred as you get into coming into your womanhood and he gets to coming into his manhood. You know, you in middle school, it's most likely that you may have had a male friend. But as you get older, as you get to be coming into all of this, you see that there's a difference. He's a boy, I'm a girl. I got these, he don't have these. He got what? And I got what? So then you start to notice, you start to look, you start to, he got them football pants on. Ooh, hallelujah for the football pants. Then you start to notice the little track outfit. And you start to notice his little musculature, and he might wear a little Adidas, and he had on his little Jordans, and you like, oh, wait a minute. So you start to notice this is something that naturally occurs with every woman and every man. A lot of women get placed into the friend zone because he may not be attracted to you. He may not have any other female energy in his life besides his mother. So what do? I go pick somebody who is comfortable and cool with being my friend. And this is how you end up being friends with a man for the last 10, 12 years of your adult life. And you can't figure out how this happened. It's totally unnatural. If there is a man in your life who is willing to be your friend, I would offer you that he is maybe gay. It is also a possibility that you may be gay. It is also a possibility that, what is red pilled? I don't know what that is, Lexi B. So it is also that some kind of way, one of you is the default for the other. So since you don't have a lot of male energy, a lot of dates, a lot of men that are attracted to you, a lot of, that energy in your life, then you choose this person to be your default person. And then the lens is blurring. I don't know. My lens is okay. So, and vice versa. So if you have a friend in your life, it's possible that you're the default for him or he's the default for you. You have to be careful of that. Because if you're not, you will be sitting and pining over this person subconsciously. If you're spending nights over this person's house, if you are sleeping in the bed with this person, if you are going over his house and watching movies, if you spending Friday nights over there and he's spending Friday nights over your house and you guys are going out, and when it's time for a date, you automatically choose this person. that's an issue because you have a space in your life for that male energy and your friend is taking that space up. So you have to decide, niece, what is it going to be? Do you want a bunch of male friends or do you want a man in your life who is going to take care of you? First of all, that's not cute. It's not. It's not cute to be over the age of 7 and say, ooh, that's my friend. Oh, that's my friend. Oh, here comes the spirit. Y'all see it? Here come that spirit. That's my friend. It's not cute. It's kind of weird. So, like I said, when I was coming up, all the girls would say, oh, I don't like to be around other girls. I don't get along with women. So all my friends are male. It was something wrong with them. They was probably gay. They probably wanted to be a man or he wanted to be a woman. Or here's another category. You are the friend because he's got you on the sidelines for the day when this relationship doesn't work out. When it doesn't work out with his real woman, then you're going to be the one in the wings, just in case it get a little dry. In case there's a drought in his life, he's going to keep you around. That's for all y'all that's sitting around with these friends and you a grown person. It's not cute. That's game, baby. That's game. If he wants to have friends, he needs to go make them. He needs to go get some sort of social interaction. He needs to, maybe talk while he's at work, while he's doing different activities. He needs to get friends because you should not allow yourself to be a friend to anybody. If you say, oh, I don't get along with women, that's the classic number one thing that most women who are have been put in the default position would say, oh, I don't get along with women. That's just not my thing. They want to be to me, this is what I would say. Women who are more secure with men than they are with women. Okay. Let's pause. So we was in Ho Get Your Life 13 verse 11. So that is no man wants to be your friend. He's going to put you in that category because you're the default girl. You're the default girl. He wants to be something, but it's not your friend. Okay. In addition, so let's turn in our books to, let Pastor get her notes. Let's turn in our books to let's turn to the Song of Sugar Baby. Song of Sugar Baby, chapter 4, verse 2. Song of Sugar Baby, chapter 4, verse 2. And the verse is Song of Sugar Baby, chapter 4, verse 2. And it reads, most of the women who are friends with only men are very insecure. They are very insecure. A lot of these ladies have not been taught how to be feminine, so they find it easier to be masculine. They find it easier to be masculine. They because being a man, by a lot of standards, is easy. You don't have to dress up. You don't have to get your nails done, your hair done. You don't have to be sexy. You don't have to wash your ass. You don't have to exfoliate. You don't have to do any of that when it comes to being a man. You don't. Most men wake up, they get dressed and do whatever. Now, there are some metrosexual men who are very into all of that frou-frou and all of that stuff. But for the most part, being a man, you can just wake up, take a shower, be yourself, comb your hair, brush teeth, and you go. To be a woman takes a lot of energy. To be a feminine woman, you have to do your hair and make sure, you put bobby pins in it and slick this down and do your nails and do all of that. As a woman, it takes a lot to be a woman as far as your whatever. You know what I mean? Your essence. It takes a lot to be a woman. So it's easier to hang around with a lot of men. When I say that these women are not secure in their femininity, if you find it easier to relate to men, it may be because you have not been taught how to interact with women. You have not seen women interacting with each other in a constructive, workable way. So that may be why some women, some ladies default to, oh, I can just hang around men and it's easier. Also, if you are the only woman that is surrounded by a whole group of men, you're automatically gonna be pretty. It's easy to be pretty when you're around a bunch of guys. Everybody is going to be looking at you and you get all the male attention when you're the only girl. It's a cop out. It's a cop out. What'd she say? Because I ask personal questions and don't need people in my business. Okay, so it's easier. It's easier to be seen as pretty when you are the only woman. The odds are automatically stacked in your favor. You're going to get somebody to like you. You're going to get somebody to like you when you're the only girl. So you don't have to put too much effort into anything, because if you're the only woman, eventually somebody going to start liking you. It's nature. You're going to be around so much, they're going to be like, well, damn, there go Tasha. I mean, she is kind of cute, though. You seen her ass the other day? You seen, she had on these jeans, and I mean, it was kind of covered up, but did you see it, though? Did you see it? She got some titties. They're going to start talking about you in that way. They compliment you every now and again. It's funny. They crack a little joke. You waiting for the opportunity for somebody to pick you out of all these other people. See what I'm saying? Yeah, it's too easy to default to that. So I think that's why a lot of ladies do that. You're automatically pretty when you're around a bunch of guys, because they scratching balls and burping and stuff like that. If you don't even do half of that, you're automatically going to be considered pretty. There you go. Pick me supremes. Absolutely. Okay. Next verse is, let's see. Let Pastor get her notes. The next verse is going to be, y'all want to go to, let me see. Numbers in my black book. Numbers in my black book. Chapter 6, verse 66. Numbers in my black book. This is the Old Testament now. This is the Old Testament. Chapter 6, verse 66. This is a long book. Numbers is a long book. Numbers in my black book, chapter 6, verse 66. So the girls who only have guy friends or only surround themselves with men, a lot of times they seek validity in men. A lot of times these ladies seek their validity in men. So if they can get attention from men, if they can interact with men, if they can be around men all the time, then they're getting their validation from them. These men are letting her know, hey, you're important. We want to talk to you, even if it is falsified. So she's playing a game, but she's playing it the wrong way. She's playing a game where her validity is, what am I trying to say? It's easy to get your validation and it's easy to get that attention and all of that you crave when you're automatically in the clique with a bunch of men. It's harder to get attention when you have to doll yourself up, when you have to do your makeup and make sure you stay fit and make sure your hair is done and things like that. It's harder. It's much easier to get all of the attention and do all of the interacting with men when you're one of them. It's much easier. So a lot of these ladies are seeking their validity from men, and they're getting it by assuming this role as the homeboy when that's totally not the way to go. These women are the ones who want to participate in outdoor activities. They learn all the football plays and verbiage and the plays and the calls. They learn golfing stuff, and they go outside and they have outside dates and go camping and rock climbing and all this bull crap. That's these ladies. These ladies don't want to highlight their femininity because they want to be seen as the girl that's cool. Everybody gets along with her. She's cool with all the guys. Playing the game, not even backwards. You're not even playing the game. That's the thing. You're getting played because you know what they're doing. They're allowing you to be in the clique. They're allowing you to stay and to hang around and to do all of that because they know eventually one of them drinking parties, one of them times when everybody's around smoking, like some of y'all like to smoke weed. They know that eventually one of them gonna get you. They're gonna catch you slipping. They're gonna get the playing that guitar and touching and doing something, and somebody is going to eventually get you. So when he does get you, then you're gonna get all your feelings involved, and you're gonna be sad, and you're gonna be like, what happened? And he gonna run and tell all the little stuff y'all did because you just the homie. You the homie, right? So you wouldn't have a problem with him doing this to you and then running back and telling everybody. So that's exactly what he's gonna do. But the thing is, a lot of ladies can't handle that. A lot of ladies will get their feelings involved. And when he does go back and say all the stuff that he had you doing in every which way and all of that, then you're gonna look stupid. So the best thing to do in those situations is not allow yourself to be in the friend zone. Don't do it. You're never going to be in there. Let me tell you something about Pastor. I have never in all of my 25 years, Pastor can't lie from the pulpit. So all of my 25 years, I have never, ever had a man that wanted to be my friend. Never have I ever wanted a man to be my friend. It has never happened. So when ladies talk about, oh, he my friend, that's my play cousin, oh, we besties, I can't relate to that because that has never happened to me. You know why? Because I'm high maintenance. I'm the girl who's not going to be participating in all this boy stuff. I'm not going to have a guy that keeps me in the friend zone. Most likely they're going to be like, oh, okay. I'm trying to see what she's talking about because I'm dressing according to my figure, because I wear perfume. I'm not trying to wear cool water like they wear cool water. I'm not trying to learn all the plays. I'm not trying to watch the game with you. I'm not. I'm just not. Miss Edna, she said, we're not females, we're ladies. You got to get over that. That's just the term they use these days. People say, oh, females is blah, blah, blah. It's just a term they use. So I hate it too, but it's just what they say. I get it. Because to me, when you call a woman a female, it's like you're putting her in a category with like a puppy or something. I don't know. But anyway, I digress. So I what was I saying? So you guys don't be a friend to him. If you want a friend, learn how to be feminine. Learn how to interact with other women. Yes, women are catty. Yes, women will tell your business. Yes, women gonna talk about you behind your back. But guess what, niece? Guess what? The men do that too. Men do the same thing that women do. You say, oh, I can't get along with women. Oh, women is too much. Women is emotional. Men gossip just like women do. Men will talk about you. Men will do all of that. So I don't know why you can't get along with women. You are a woman. Learn to get along with women. I used to say the same thing. And I still say the same thing. I don't have very many female friends. I don't. Because a lot of times women are jealous. Women will say, oh, she's too high maintenance. I went to a birthday party and I was talking to one of the moms, and she's African American like I am, and we were talking about the women that we want our sons to, marry and associate with and be with and everything like that. And she was saying how, oh, I want my son to be with a Black girl and da 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 da. And I said, well, I'm gonna just tell you, my sons may not end up with a Black girl, and I'm okay with that because a lot of them are okay with being in the homegirl category. They don't get their hair done. They don't frou-frou themselves up. They don't do the lashes and the makeup and the liner and the wings. They don't do all of that. They come to school and they have their hair in braids. They rarely dress up. They rarely, I'm talking about in my area, specific to my children, my environment. They're not girly at all. They are taught to scale down your femininity. Don't be too much. You don't need to do all of that. You got to be naturally beautiful. And she was like, heartless. What's wrong with braids? Braids are not attractive. It's not natural. Your braids, men are not attracted to braids. Braids is easy. Braids are lazy. Braids are lazy as hell. You mean to tell me that you're okay with not combing your hair for over a month? That's okay with you? That's dirty and gross, first of all. Makes sense if you can't get along with your own. I mean, seriously, it's just freaking nasty. It's gross. Braids are just if you wear braids for like 2 or 3 days, cool. But it's gross. I'm sorry. It is. And so, like I was explaining to her, I would be great if my children felt like, you know what I mean? If they felt like, oh, they wanted to be with a Black girl. I would be great with that. I would love that. But I can understand how they wouldn't be attracted to that. My children are really young, but boys, everybody is attracted to something. My children are young, but I do have a child that is a teenager. So he's not young and he is looking at girls. My child that is in elementary school also has an opinion on the way a woman should look and what she should present herself as. So there you go. It's natural to be attracted to the opposite sex. So we talk about that. Do you like her? You like her? Is she pretty? You like her dress? You like her outfit? What do you think about her? I do that with my sons because I want to see where their head is at. I want to see how they are thinking and how they're feeling about women because I want to see where his mind is. So yes, we talk about it all the time. But there you go. There you go. So they don't see those images in their own culture. So they go elsewhere, It's a hard reality, but it is what it is. So she was saying, oh, no, I want my son to be attracted to a Black girl. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But I want them to be attracted to a woman that is high caliber because I'm raising high caliber boys. So if she's not that, then you know what I'm saying? It's a little iffy. Dreadlocks are much worse, in my opinion. Just being honest. Sandra, Urban, Bay, Nia. I mean, and I don't want to make this a hair discussion because this is totally not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that this is how a lot of Black women get put into the friend zone because you're not high maintenance. This other mom was saying, well, I don't want to be seen as high maintenance. And I was like, I do. You mean? I'm very high maintenance. I'm high maintenance all the way. You're going to be, what is this reading rainbow, Brandy? What is everybody talking about reading rainbow? What is that? Don't you think that's whitewashing? I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. I don't care what the term is. It is what it is. You know, you could say what you want to say about race and da, 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 da. What she say? Who is okay? So now we're open for questions. The doors of the church are open because I'm pretty sure this one triggered a lot of y'all. So now we have to answer questions because there you go. I'd rather be high maintenance for sure. Can you turn into an SD? Can you turn into an SD, a rich man that you had slept with? You can't turn anybody into anything. If he's one way, then he's going to be that way. It's not your job to turn anybody into anything. If he's not what he is and he's not what you want, leave it alone. Leave it alone. There you go. Right. Women compliment natural hair all day. Men never will, ever. How do I feel about dating NFL players? I mean, I probably wouldn't, but it's okay. What about women who are comfortable with women but not men? Okay, that's a very good topic. So open your Bibles back up. I said we was through. Let's open your Bibles back up and go to let me see. Let's go to Tyrone. Let's go to Tyrone chapter 7, verse 11. The word is from Tyrone chapter 7, verse 11. Tyrone chapter 7, verse 11. Women who are more comfortable with women than they are men are most likely victims of trauma, I would say. And trauma does not necessarily have to mean something violent, something sexual, something where somebody slapped you or something like that. But if you are not comfortable around the male energy, then most likely it is because something happened to create that reality in your life. If you are afraid of men, if you don't like them, you don't trust them, you can't relate to them, then that is most likely something that happened to you, and you're having to work through that. So if you can't relate to men, it's most likely because of some sort of trauma, I would say. There you go. Do any of one have lash there? Oh, you can't find the verse? I'm sorry. It's Tyrone. What was the verse? Tyrone, chapter 7, verse 11. Tyrone, chapter 7, verse 11. Sorry, y'all. Y'all got that? There you go. There you go. There you go. Men are more powerful than women. Some of them are more powerful spiritually, but I guarantee you, if you mess with a woman and her children, she's going to be more powerful than most men that you will meet. I guarantee you that. Really, really. So there you go. So yeah, that's my opinion about that. If she is more comfortable with women than men, it's most likely because of some sort of trauma. Yeah. There you go. Ah! Who is this? Who is this? Jennifer Lowe, Jennifer Lowe, Jennifer Lowe. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jennifer Lowe. Ah! Jennifer Lowe again. Thank you. Girl, thank you, Jennifer. Everybody, one time for Jennifer Lowe. We want to give a hand clap for Sister Jennifer Lowe. Jennifer Lowe has been, Jennifer Lowe takes care of the elderly. She has a workshop that she does every first Tuesday of the month where she takes our elderly ladies and she gets their hair done with them. She gets them all rounded up on the bus and she goes to pick them up. We just really want to appreciate that ministry that Sister Jennifer Lowe has started for the ladies of the church are older ladies. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, Sister Jennifer Lowe. We really, really do appreciate you. We thank you so much for that. Look at Sister Laleezy77. She says, thank you for sharing your knowledge. A real eye-opener for sure. Let me tell you about Sister Laleezy. She is a member of the choir, and she sings that beautiful song at Christmas time. Y'all know that song? Holy, holy, holy. Sister Laleezy, I think this lady practices on this song year round to get this song perfect for our Christmas program. So we want a hand clap for Sister Laleezy77. We really appreciate her too. We really, really do. We thank you so much for all of your hard work in that choir and for everything you do. You know, I think she was featured on the news. I think she was featured on the news about 3 weeks ago with the choir. So we really appreciate her. We do. Oh God. Oh God. Thank you so much. So there you go. Thank you. Thank you. All women. Who is this? Okay, moderators. This man, El Coyote. All women deserve a nice, thorough beating occasionally. Boy, look. Why is he still even here? Okay, I saw a question. Mickey, would you agree that Black men have contributed to the lack of femininity present in the Black community by not allowing a safe place for it to flourish? Let's stop blaming women. I'm not blaming women. What I'm doing is speaking to women. I'm speaking to the flaws that women have and that I see, because this is what I interact with every day and this is who I am. I'm a woman. I can't speak to what Black men have done in the Black community because my experience of Black men is not that of a negative experience, Ms. Lexi B. So I can't speak to that. I wouldn't say that Black men have contributed to anything. If anything, Black women have contributed to the lack of femininity in other Black women. Like I said previously, a woman will compliment your natural hair before a man will. You know why? Because you're less competition if you look mediocre. If you look mediocre, you're no competition at all. So of course I'm going to celebrate you as you're in your mediocrity, because that means when I step my game up, I'm going to automatically outshine you. So yes, I'm going to say, oh girl, you look so good. Girl, is you losing weight? Tina, girl, is you losing weight? Knowing good and well you done gained 10 pounds. I'm going to let you go outside and wear that tight dress, and I know all them rolls and stuff is jumping out in the back and the front, and I'm still gonna tell you, oh girl, you look good, girl, knowing I'm lying because I look better than you. So there you go. Again, my experience of Black men is not a negative one. I have never had I'm tripping, am I high? Why? Where's my moderator? So I don't have moderators in here. Okay. So I don't have a negative experience of men in this way at all. Not at all. Because I don't allow that, basically. There you go. Mm-hmm. When Latin families have a son, they train their sons for success and sculpt and turn them to date outside of their culture. Black mothers should do the same to avoid Kobe Bryant, Tiger Woods, and Michael B. Jordan. What? When Latin families have a son, they train their sons for success and sculpt and turn not to date outside of their culture. First of all, we're all in America, so there's an American culture. I'm training my sons to live a comfortable life. Whatever that means for them, that's what I'm training them to do. So I talk to them about, you know, different cultures and different races and how we all can interact together. I'm not going to teach my sons to stay within their culture, basically teaching them to be racist. That's insane. Why would I teach them to stay within their culture when a lot of our culture does not have the mentality to get out of what they are accustomed to? I'm not even going to make this about race, but come on now. a 26-inch lace front and you love it? Oh, Lord. That's how money keeps within. Okay, I am ocean wife. That is how money stays within the culture. But the Black culture is not a predominantly wealthy culture. Do you understand what you're saying? I understand what you're saying, that you want to keep the money in your culture and all of that. But we don't have a whole lot of wealthy people in the African American community. Yes, we have rappers and stuff like that, but they're going to get a woman that's not a Black woman. That's insane. Keep the money. We don't have no money. We don't have money in our culture. So why would, girl, look, you do that with your children and let me know how that works out for you. Whatever. I'm not gonna argue with you. That's ignorant. You sitting in the back pew plucking your lace front. Y'all is stupid. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, she got deleted. Okay. Well, they deleted the usher board. Hand clap for the usher board. Bye. I am Ocean Wife. I was trying to let you live. They deleted you. Sorry. There you go. Okay. So the doors of the church are open. I know I stepped on a lot of toes today, but I appreciate you guys listening. I know there's probably a lot of questions about what I said. But I'm open for questions now. So she said, I don't trust no man. How to deal with that? Let me tell you about somebody who does not trust anybody. If you don't trust anybody, that's because you are not a trustworthy person. So that means nobody in your life should trust you. If you don't trust anybody, that means you're not a trustworthy person. What are you doing that's devious? What are your intentions when you meet people? Are you trying to get over on people? Are you secretly trying to wish for somebody's downfall? People who don't trust other people are not trustworthy. Ever. If somebody tells you, I don't trust nobody, I can't trust nobody, keep 3 eyes open when you're around that person, because that's somebody who may be wishing for your downfall. Sip that one. There you go. Just saying. But if you relate to men, that won't bring a friendship. Why would you want to relate to a man? Jayla, why do you want to relate to a man? That should not be your goal. I can't relate to men. For what? Why would I want to? Do not relate to men. You need to relate to yourself. You are a feminine woman. There you go. She said, okay, so I still live with my mom. And I want to know how I can find a guy to get me out of that situation. You 18. You still a teen. You're a teen. Stay there, baby. Girl, when you're 21, we can talk about if that's an issue or not. But you 18. You all right. Is there a way to subtly hint that you want to be a kept woman? Yes, do your makeup. Show up like this on a date. Sit there with your legs crossed. Chew your food in little teensy weensy bites. Allow him to do everything. That's how you subtly hint that you want to be a kept woman. You act like a kept woman. You act like a woman, and you will be a kept woman. That's how you hint it. Yes. Mickey, everywhere I go. Oh, Miss Chris Matt. Knowledge bombs are here. Let them know, Miss Chris. Let me tell you all about Miss Chris Matt. So Miss Chris Matt has been, she is also on the team that gets the baptismal pool ready for our baptisms. When we have people who, after the church has been opened and they want to confess their sins and they want to be baptized into the church of whole. Sister Chris is one of the ladies who makes sure that you have your proper towels and your garments and, everything to keep yourself right, so that when you come back up out of that baptismal, you are new and bathed and clothed in the word. One time for Sister Chris for all that hard work that she does in the baptism. Hallelujah. Thank you, Chris. Oh my God. Okay, let me go back to this question. I'm sorry. I forgot it, y'all. Uh-oh. Yo, I forgot. Oh, Ocean Wife then logged back in. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Church. Wait a minute, church. 358 of y'all and only 79 people didn't like my video. Don't play with me. Y'all better hit that like button. Anyway, girl, so I'm sorry, not girl, members. Okay, CNSIZOA then logged back in, church. She got blocked on the I Am Ocean Wife for making them ignorant ass comments. She done got blocked, then went back and logged into her other Google account, girl. How many of y'all doing that on the video? 358. Logged back in and said, "This is Ocean Wife. Why she block me? I've donated to your channel. Your moderator is a coward." Oh my word. See, Miss Ocean Wife, when you get to act a fool in the church, when you don't let the Spirit touch you like everybody else is letting the Spirit touch you, when you don't allow the word to sink in, when you start making ignorant ass comments because you done been touched, because you sitting over there with braids in your head doing like this, when you don't allow the word to reach you and keep your mouth closed, then you get blocked. You get escorted out of the church, and you may not be welcome back in, baby. So when something touch you, just be a little quiet about it. Because there's several people who are on other secondary accounts. We haven't seen them in a long time. They on secondary other accounts watching me because they done been blocked. I have over 400 and some people on the block list. Now you added to it on both of your little accounts. So we're going to holler at you, because when I block you once, I can block you twice. Huh? Next question. Girl, and take them braids out. Take them braids out. Just take them out. If you didn't have braids in your head for over 3 days, it's time to take them out. Jesus died on a Friday and rose on Sunday. That's how long you need to have your braids in. 3 days. If Jesus can raise himself from the dead after 3 days, that's how long you need to take them braids out. 3 good days. After that, it's over. Let it go. They stink. After that 3rd day, they stink. They start smelling like scalp and dirtiness. Take them out and wash your head. Look, girl. Anyway. Come to church acting a fool. What? Talk about men who pose as spies for the PP. Jayla, who you be fooling with, Jayla? What is Jayla? Oh, church, let's talk about what Jayla is over there doing. She always got somebody spying, sneaking. Jayla, what are you doing, Jayla? Why is everybody always sneaking and spying on you? But I don't get it. Look at Janelle. Back in there with that 777. Y'all look. Pastor gonna be able to be like, y'all know them boxing bags. I'm gonna be able to do that. How do I protect my hair under the wigs, Miss Goddess? Miss God. Excuse me. Y'all be creative with these little names. Miss Goddess something asks, how do you protect your hair under the wigs? Well, first of all, I don't really have a lot of involvement with my hair these days. I have children. It just is what it is. So I cornroll my hair. I don't really worry about protecting my hair I don't really care about my hair that much, because when you can buy hair that flows down your back and look like Rapunzel, when you can have hair that is straight and curly and waves up, and you can part it this way and part it that way and get you a 360 whatever it is. I don't give a damn about my real hair. I don't. Who cares about my real hair when I can just spend like $100 and have AliExpress make me the hair that I want? So I don't protect nothing. I really don't give a crap about my hair. Miss. Oh, who is this? Miss Jen Davis. Says your look today is your favorite so far. Thank you for spreading the good word. Well, thank you, Miss Jen. Let me tell y'all about Jen Davis. So Jen Davis. Y'all know Pastor like a little nip every now and again. So I'm going to tell you where Jen Davis got her name. Jen Davis understands that Pastor, y'all don't tell nobody. Okay? Don't be quiet. Don't tell nobody, but Pastor likes gin. I love gin. You see these little cups? Sometimes I have a little gin in there. Sometimes I might put a little gin in my cup. So Jen is in charge of Pastor's little drink on Sunday. So we can, so Pastor can get her mind right so I can come with my sermon. Y'all know Pastor like that little nip. So my favorite is Jen. So that's why Jen is named Jen. She tried to say Jen Davis so it don't be, so nobody won't know about Pastor's little excursions in the cup. Excuse me. I hate y'all. I really hate this church. I hate y'all. Anyway, okay. Okay, so how often do I wash my hair? I wash my hair every 3 days or so. Like, didn't I just say every 3 days? That's how often? No, for real though. Like for real. I wash my hair like every 3 days. So thank you, Miss Jen, for your donation. I really appreciate you. Miss Ether. Y'all, let me tell you about Miss Ether. Miss Ether Gnosis is what I be calling them. Ether Gnosis. Ether, she light-skinned. She's a mixed like me. So Miss Ether Gnosis is part of the Ladies for Light Skin in the church. Ladies for Light Skin. So she helps the ladies in our church who are lighter skinned. They participate in light skin activities in the church. They do light skinned women stuff that a lot of us can't participate. Let me stop. Yeah, if you light skin, let me stop, because I know somebody's going to be offended and say I don't like dark skinned people and whatever. But y'all know I'm just playing. This is jokes. This is all jokes. Good grief. Somebody finna be butthurt because I said she light skinned. Good Lord. But she really is though. She light skinned for real. Like, she's super light skinned. But you have to wear braids under wigs and weaves. What do they have to do? Oh my God. I'm catching the spirit. I'm sorry, but I didn't. Oh, that's Candace. Hey, Candace. Hey, okay. So Candace Simone Dancer. Candace Simone Dancer is a stripper for the Lord. When I tell y'all that Candace Simone can twerk her monkey for that dollar, Candace Simone trains our younger sisters to twerk for the dollars. She's a dancer. We appreciate her contributions to the church. She allows the deacon board to get their thrills. She does this on Thursdays because we can't do it on Sunday because, Sunday is the Lord's Day. So she's a stripper for the Lord on Thursdays, Miss Candace. We appreciate her and all her. We appreciate her and all her contributions that she offers to the church. One time for Miss Candace and her grown woman's work. Thank you. She's on the Bands Make Her Dance committee. Exactly. Miss Candace Dancer is she's the chairman of the Bands Make Her Dance. Y'all so stupid. I hate y'all. I hate y'all. Oh my God. Y'all so stupid. Okay. You're onto something. Copious amounts of Black men told me I have light-skinned tendencies. I told them they should pay attention and adjust accordingly. Wow, she said copious. That's a word that I should use regularly. Copious amounts of Black men. I like that word. You guys, everyone say copious. Turn to your neighbor and say copious. Everybody? Copious. I'm going to use that word in everyday speech. Copious. Turn to your neighbor and say, exact. There you go, Miss Roxy Magic. You got to say the O. Copious. Because you got to say that copy. Y'all so stupid. You got to say, you got to get that hoe out you. Get that hoe. Bring it. Bring that hoe up from your chest and say, copious. Oh my God. Okay. My name is 12345 6. Hi, Mickey. Is it wrong if I left a guy for texting another girl? He wasn't even a provider, and I've been wanting to leave. Miss, my name is 12345. You need to add 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 onto that. The fact that he is even in he ain't a provider. Forget he texting another girl. He's not a provider. So since he's not a provider, you should have left him anyway. Oh, a little weird. Can't use copious if you gold digging. They think you learned and come putting more. Y'all are ridiculous. Church has been very eventful today. Everybody say copious. Okay, question. Is it okay to approach a whale at a networking event? Sure. Absolutely. Hey, Shira 7. Everybody say, hey, Shira 7. Shira 7 is, she's the assistant, I'm her assistant minister. Yes. She's on the, she said no, you're not. What the? Shira 7 can't be the treasurer. Pastor's the treasurer in the Church of Hope. Pastor's the treasurer. Ain't no treasurer. We got to keep that money. Got to keep that money in the pot. She's on. Let me get it back together. She's on the. She's the evangelist. I'm the preacher and she's the evangelist. There you go. Y'all not gonna make me laugh. This is a serious sermon. She said, I get the building fund. Oh my goodness. Oh, you get the building fund and I get the guilt money. Okay. That'll work. I can't stop laughing. Y'all making me cry. Okay, so next case. So y'all, I was trying to do a little long sermon today because this is going to be Pastor's last message before Pastor goes on the sick and shut in list. So what does it mean, in your opinion, that you trust too easily? That means that people can get over on you if you trust too easily. If people feel like you trust too easily, it is because you are too open. You believe more things than you say. Absolutely. Thank you. Didn't you say that a woman who can't relate to men has trauma, or was that not right? When I said trauma, I meant something like there's something that happened to her involving a man, and that's most likely the reason why she is not able to that is the reason why she's not able to relate to men. And trauma doesn't necessarily have to be, sexual abuse or assault or something like that. A trauma could simply mean that, she witnessed her dad leave at the age of 5, so she doesn't trust men and things like that. So it doesn't have to be a violent trauma necessarily, but there is something involving a man that happened to her where she's not allowing herself to trust men. So that's what I meant by that. There you go. Thank you, Jayla. Thank you. You must donate to get your pastors private jets so that they can travel the world and speak. Thank you. There you go, please. Yes, give me a private jet, honey. Yes. So that is the sermon basically for the day. If you have male friends, it's not a very good thing at all. At all. Mickey, do you think a woman who has no positive male figure in her life would be able to attract a high caliber man? Yeah. Most of the women on the Housewives shows and things like that have men in their, or have situations in their life where there is not a man. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I believe so. Mickey Jakes and Mickey Dollar. Y'all so stupid. Oh, I cannot stand y'all. So I'm probably gonna Shira Osteen. Y'all so silly. After a POT chased and got your number and had a couple dates, do you ever reach out to initiate contact? Sometimes I do, but most of the time it is to touch base with them or something. So you don't really have to reach out, especially if he's a POT. If he's not your sugar daddy, then I wouldn't. No. Should you approach a wealthy man and say hi? You can approach anybody and say hi. Saying hi is not chasing a man. It's just being friendly. So yeah, why not? I don't see why not. The guy that paid for your groceries ain't called. Should I forget about him and move on? Yeah, I would. Especially if all you got was groceries and he hasn't initiated another callback. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't reach out. A whale is a man who is extremely wealthy. A POT is a potential sugar daddy. There you go. So the basic premise of today's scripture is a man does not want to be your friend. He does not want to solely be your friend. Most likely you are a default girl because he's waiting to get the PP from you. If you do find yourself in the friend zone, it is because he's waiting until you get the PP. Most likely women who have placed themselves in the friend zone with men or who only relate to men is because they are insecure. Oh, what is this? Thank you for all you do, Pastor. Oh, who is this? Choo Choo Chanel. International money. What is that A? What is A 22.99? What is that, y'all? She done gave me an A with some $22. What is the A22? Girl, I done got some money I don't know nothing about, but I'll take it. Don't get me wrong, I'll take it, but I just don't know what A22. Thank you. I appreciate you, Choo Choo. Australian. Girl, let me know. I don't know nobody over there. Yes. So I got some Australian dollars. What that mean? Pastor needs to be in. I need to travel. Clearly. Pastor needs to travel a little more. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I ain't never been to Australia. That's way, way, way over across. Girl, that's a whole bunch of water trying to get over there. But thank you, Miss Choo Choo, all the way from ain't that where that man was? The crocodile hunter that got killed. Rest his soul, Steve Irwin. He was from over there with them. Girl, thank you, international money. International money. Hey, little baby twerk for that. Yes. Girl, y'all know I don't be knowing. Oh, y'all crazy. Do you have to trust men to play them I don't trust men. I just don't. Can I still play the game? You can do whatever you like, Yvette. It is better that you trust yourself. You shouldn't trust a man because men are going to lie. You don't have to trust them to play the game, but you at least need to make them think that you trust them. You at least need to be okay with interacting with them and letting them touch you. And maybe he want to whisper in your ear one time or touch you on your knee. You can't go around just punching people in their throat and getting all offended because he wants to be a man to you. So if you're not able to relate to men, then you're going to have a problem playing him. But I don't think you should necessarily trust him. But I think you can allow yourself to be in a position to be relating to him. You have to do that. You know, my man is a provider, but I don't think he doesn't give me attention. What should I do? If your man is a provider, you should shut your mouth, baby. Get you some female friends and go get attention from them. Go have girls' night. Y'all eat. Y'all play bunco or whatever that is these ladies be playing in my neighborhood. Go play some cards. Go shopping. Hey, Roxy Magic. Roxy Magic. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. So Miss Choo Choo Chanel. Miss Choo Choo Chanel cleans pastors' she cleans pastors' clothing. She makes sure that my robes are always pressed and neat. She makes sure that pastor is well dressed and well put together. She's responsible for this nice outfit that we have going on today. So that's why we want to one time for Miss Choo Choo Chanel. Now, Miss Roxy Magic is also a stripper for the Lord. She strips at Magic City down the street. She strips for the Lord as well. So that's why her name is Roxy Magic. Get it? Roxy Magic. Don't tell nobody. This stays in the Church of Ho now. But Roxy Magic strips alongside with Candace the dancer. They you know. I'm sorry. Okay. So, back to what I was saying. I digress. Y'all know I get out of hand sometimes. But what was I saying? Y'all? I forgot what I was saying. Is it possible that he lost the number or has the wrong one, grocery man, but if he knows the number but isn't using it? I don't know. He may have lost it. I'm not sure. Would a sugar daddy ask you what you're looking for? Yeah, I think so. Oh, that your man doesn't provide. Okay, yes, Miss Heavenly Blessing. Your man provides, but you don't get attention. Get you some female friends and get attention from them. That's what you need to do. Because if he's a provider, he ain't got time to be sitting up trying to make sure you are right and holding your hand and stuff. He got to go to work. So he's probably not going to be doing all that for you. Mickey, you're trying to move out of LA, but you have to save up and get your business going before you're ready. Is it still worth it to look for a sugar daddy in LA? I would not do anything in LA. Nothing. If you don't look like a Barbie, it's not worth it in LA. I would not. But you may look like Barbie. Can't tell. Purpose pit because we don't see your picture, but you may be able to play in the game there. I would not in LA. You can get your business started wherever you go. It doesn't necessarily have to start in LA. So that's what I would suggest. There you go. If your sugar daddy calls after midnight, girl, there you go. My blouse? Where did I get this blouse? I don't know. You have to ask Miss Choo Choo Chanel. She's responsible for passing awards. Oh, I really can't tell you. I forgot, actually. Sorry. Okay, so that's the sermon for the day. That is the sermon. Do not put yourself in the friend zone. Do not be a friend to a man. If you are a grown adult woman, you should not have male friends. He's waiting till you get weak, till you get drunk, till you get lonely enough to have sex with him. That's it. If you have a man that's suggesting a friendship from you, you should consider that most likely he does not have the right intentions. Think about it. It's game. He's keeping you here while he's out doing here. You still, oh, hey, friend, hey, friend. And then he over here doing this, hey, friend, over here doing this. Consider that you're getting gamed if you are in the friend zone. If he tells you he wants to be your friend, take yourself out of the friend zone. Tell him, no, I don't need friends. I have women for that. If you want friends, then you should get some female friends. If you can't relate to women, figure out why. Learn how and get you some female friends. It don't have to be a whole fleet of them. It doesn't have to be 7, 8, 10 women that you interact with. You can get a couple of female friends who help you with that need for friendship, for camaraderie. So that's the word for the day. Don't be his friend, niece. You playing yourself. For real, for real, for real, for real. And you setting yourself up to be on the trampoline like no other. If you would like consultations, you can message me on all my social media platforms, and you can also email me. All my contact information is in the description below of this video. Thank you guys for all the well wishes. This probably will be my last video before I get some godly titties. I'm gonna go get me some titties. So everybody say titties. Turn to your neighbor and say titties one time. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, get you some titties. No, sorry. But yes, so this will probably be the last video before I go get me some. Thank you guys for all the well wishes. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for everybody who put an offering in the plate today. You guys are really, y'all are so nice. Thank you for all the DMs and all the little off the record contributions that you guys give me. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And for information about the conference, the website is no longer working. You will need to message me about the conference. Y'all, these tickets are going really, really, really fast. So the VIP tickets are pretty much gone. There are not people who have fully paid, but there are people who have spoken for these tickets. If you have not paid your second installment for your tickets, that is now due and it should be paid. So if I am not hearing from you, if you don't send me messages or let me know what's going on, then somebody will be getting your VIP ticket or your ticket, not your ticket, but we don't have 150 yet, but somebody will be getting a ticket that could have potentially been yours. So keep that in mind. And if you have not made your second payment, then you need to be doing that soon. Thank you so much, you guys. Really, really thank you so much. Think about me. On Tuesday, I will be having my procedure. So I should be A-okay by then. I may do a video, by the end of the week. I don't know if there will be Free Game Friday. I will try to do a sermon on next Sunday. If I do a sermon on next Sunday, I want you to know that my shirt will be down to here because I'm going to have my titties out for the Lord. No, just I kid. But so I hope to be back on next Sunday. If not, you guys have a great week. I appreciate all your support. And let us say a prayer. Y'all ready? Oscar, we got to do the closing prayer. Come, Sister Johnson, can we all get everybody be quiet. Bow your heads. Heavenly Mother, I come to you now, and I'm asking that you please breast my titties. I want you to make them as perky and as luscious as they can be. I want you to make them as juicy and as round and as upright as they can possibly be. I want you to make sure that I still have my nipples intact. I want you to make sure that I go from shy to, ooh! Hallelujah. I want you to please, Heavenly Mother, take every demon in hell and curse my doctor if he decides that he wants to do anything crazy in this surgery. Bring me back home safely to these children and let me be on bed rest for about 3 months and pretend like I'm sick for as long as I possibly can, because I definitely intend to use this surgery as a crutch to get more special treatment than I already have. We ask these things in your darling son, Steve Harvey's name. We pray. Amen and amen. Bye, y'all.